Hi friends, it's December 3rd, 2020. It's been a while since I've seen you. I did take a break off of social media for 3 weeks before Thanksgiving. And I have to say that was an extremely eye-opening experience for me. I didn't realize where I was devoting all my time and energy, and some of it was really in the wrong places. I like to consider myself an activist in certain ways when it comes to certain topics. And I'm not saying I regret being an activist on various topics online. Those things I will continue to do. I definitely think that we need to continue fighting for our freedoms in this country and in this world. But I realize that there are a lot of things that I absorb throughout the day that I see on social media that would literally alter my mood, like for the negative. And I think it made me unhappy. It made me an unhappy mom, an unhappy person, an unhappy girlfriend. Like I didn't feel as much joy. And so that first week, it was really, really difficult for me. I almost went through withdrawals, which sounds awful, meaning I spent way too much time on social media. But I've learned something. I've learned a lot of things that I need to learn how to set better boundaries for myself. But I also had my wonderful idea finally came to me. I've wanted to do this for years, you guys. This is something that I'm in the process of doing. I've wanted to do it for years, and I'm finally feeling the push, like it's time, I'm ready. I'm creating a website, an astrology website, where you'll be able to learn information about planets and houses and everything, things that are going on in the world. You'll also be able to get birth chart readings if you like, ask me questions about your birth chart. I might post videos, I might do articles, I might do my own interpretations of things. Anything goes. So it's in the works. I will be launching that soon, hopefully in the next few weeks. So I just had to say that's going on, and that's something that I realize that I'm ready to do that now. That's one good thing I'm taking out of this pandemic situation, my silver lining that I'm finding. There's something huge going on at the end of this year here, you guys. And I just had to tell you because I'm actually really excited about it. It's the Great Conjunction. And hopefully it will be just as great as its name. It is Jupiter and Saturn are going to be coming to the same exact degree in the sky, and they're changing signs at the same time. We've been sitting in this Capricorn energy for pretty much this whole year. There's been so much Capricorn energy. Capricorn rules Saturn. Capricorn is rules, boundaries, restrictions, authority figures. And boy, haven't we felt like there have been so many rules this year. And it's been very frustrating. It's been such a serious energy. And now we're going to shift. Jupiter and Saturn are both going to be moving into Aquarius, which Capricorn is like thinking inside the box. Aquarius is let's think outside the box. Aquarius rules the humanitarian effort of the world. This is going to be the big reset, the great awakening that we've been waiting for, that we've been needing. So I'm really excited about it. But there is going to be a huge energy shift, and some of you are probably already feeling it. So Jupiter takes approximately 12 years to move through the entire zodiac. So a year per sign approximately. Saturn takes 29, 30 years to go through the entire zodiac. So about every 20 years, these two meet up in the sky. So this is a big deal. But it's a big deal because we're at 0 degrees. 0 degrees is the very beginning of any zodiac sign, is 0 degrees. It's the beginning. So this is the start. Think back, for example, to where were you in December 2017? So 3 years ago, that is when Saturn moved into Capricorn. So whatever you've been doing for the last 3 years of your life, most likely there's probably a theme associated with it. Like for instance, I could tell you in my chart, Saturn has been residing in my 4th house of home, family, foundation, home life, which is funny because I've moved 3 times in the last 3 years. My literal home address, home environment has changed 3 times. My boyfriend has moved. We live together now. That's been a huge change in my home life. And I've also decided to homeschool. So talk about home themes for that. Yes, that is exactly what I've been dealing with, is my home life is changing. And now mine is in my 5th house of creativity, romance, new ideas, inspirations, self-worth. This is time for me to put forth my creative effort into building my website. That's what I genuinely believe. That's where it's time. And my Jupiter, because it's been taking in the last, if we want to look at the last 3 years, Jupiter's moved through my second, my third, and my fourth house, is also going into my fifth house, expanding my creativity, abundance. It's time for me to put myself out there and see what happens. I don't know, we'll see. So depending on where Saturn and Jupiter have been sitting in your chart is also going to depend on how this great awakening, this great reset, this grand conjunction, this great conjunction is going to affect you on a personal level. I think though on a societal scale, this is great news for us. We have been struggling with isolation, depression, restrictions, rules. Disconnection this year has been a huge theme, and I think it's finally going to be time with all this Aquarius energy coming in. Now Aquarius is expect the unexpected, so I can't exactly tell you what to expect, but something is going to be revolutionary. Aquarius is the sign of revolution. I mean, if so, I'm not saying there's going to be a war. There could be. It would make sense with this placement, with this transit. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if there's going to be a revolution, this is the exact time that it would happen. But there's going to be a revolution for humanity. Even if there is not a physical war, there is a mental war going on right now. There is a social media war going on. There is so much information and technology, which is also ruled by Uranus and Aquarius. So this is big. This is big, but it's time. Like, it's time for something to change, because obviously what we've been doing hasn't been working well, correct? Something innovative and outside the box thinking is about to happen. So if you're noticing like that buzzing feeling, I don't know if you might think I'm nuts for saying that. Every once in a while I'll wake up and be like, I feel like I'm buzzing inside, almost like something's vibrating in me and I don't know why, and it's like a higher vibration, a higher energy, and sometimes it puts me in a really good mood, sometimes it freaks me out, but I feel this like slight buzz that's been going on for the last week, and it's only intensifying. I'm really excited about it. It's actually invigorating me, but that's because I think I know where it is in my chart and what it's doing and how it's affecting me. But this is a crazy time to be alive for kids, for adults. Like, something big is coming, but for the people that are struggling right now, for my friends that are feeling like, how can things get any worse? I mean, I lost one of my jobs again for the second time this year. I'm literally, this year has financially not been the best year for me. I'm not saying that to get pity, because I'm sure there are a lot of you dealing with that. I'm just saying I'm dealing with that stuff too. This has been a very tough year on many levels, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially for me, and I'm sure for so many of you. And I know a lot of people have lost hope. We're at that point where we're like, I can't take any more of this. This is ridiculous. I don't know what else to do. I promise you, just breathe and bear with me and stay with me. I promise something is shifting. And now, Saturn shifts are not always comfortable, but Saturn is the king of rewards. So they always say whenever Saturn enters a sign, by the time it exits that sign, you will learn a lesson. There is some theme associated with it. And if you learn your lesson, you will be rewarded. My lesson was struggling with my home life, my literal home life. And I have been through a lot in my home life, and I would like to think I've mastered my theme. But we'll see. I guess we'll see. Maybe not. And if I have not, then I will continue learning this lesson. But something good is coming, you guys. I feel it, and I want you to feel it too. I want you to be excited, because something good is going to shift. And I know everybody's like, 2021 has got to be better than 2020. And I mean, let's be honest, we don't really know if it's going to be. I do think a lot of this stuff is still going to carry into next year. I mean, it's not going to just magically disappear on New Year's Day. It's not. Let's be honest. I think we all know that. But I think the way that we go about handling our emotions are our feelings towards the topic of how we feel about a pandemic, how we feel about these authority figures telling us how to do things, when to do things, where to do things, I think there is going to be a major shift in that. I'm hoping that this is going to be really, really good. So there, and also on that same day, on December 21st, the sun will move into 0 degrees Capricorn. So we still have some of the rulesy, because it's going to be Capricorn season for the 30 days, just because that's what we have to do. So there still is our Capricorn energy going on. Mercury is also going to be at 1 degree Capricorn. So we're literally shifting. 2 more are going into Capricorn, 2 more are leaving Capricorn, and now going into Aquarius. So now we're going to have this dynamic duo and this balance. Hopefully it will be more balanced though, because not everything's going to be so crammed into this like super tense, intense Capricorn, Saturn energy. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. I think I'm super fascinated by this great conjunction, and hopefully it will bring a lot of abundance. And if nothing else, I expect there to be huge spirituality, like a coming together on a spiritual level, maybe on a religious level. There's going to be a lot of learning, a lot of teaching each other. I think this is going to be a really good thing for all of us. So, time to think outside the box, time to get creative, time to do something new, because obviously what we've been doing hasn't been working. So it's time to find a way that will work, a way that we can come together instead of divide. I think that there's been too much division going on this year, too many groups of people against each other, fighting each other. And that's one thing I learned when I was not on social media, was that stuff, like politics are important, yes, but they don't affect me on my daily life. When I'm not on social media and I'm not hearing about politics every day, it doesn't affect me on my daily life. I see my children, I see my boyfriend, I see my cats, I see my home, I see the things that bring me joy. The simple, beautiful things in life that bring me joy. My friends, my family, that's what's important. It's not politics. It's not memes, although I do like a good meme, okay? That has not changed. I like inspirational ones, I like funny ones. But anyway, it's not about fighting and arguing and being like, oh, you don't think like I do, so I don't want to have anything to do with you. That's childish to me, to be quite honest. And I'm over the fighting, I'm over the hatred, I'm over the division and the disconnect. It's time to come together now. It's time to work together and quit letting people divide you, because it's time to love. Like, it's the only time we're promised is right here, right now. We don't know about tomorrow, so we need to learn to live in the moment and love the life that we've created. So do the things that you love, even if it's one small thing a day. Try to find one small thing that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that makes you feel good. This is a beautiful time to be alive. It's crazy, but it can be beautiful too. It just depends on your perspective and how you want to look at it. So that's literally the only thing I want to talk about, was this great conjunction, because it's something big and you might be feeling the energy, and the shift might even not be the easiest for you. It might be difficult at first. It might feel gross. It might feel weird. You might be like, I thought she said this was going to be good. I feel like shit. You might. For everybody, it's different. It also depends on how prominent Saturn and Jupiter are in your chart, and Capricorn and Sagittarius and Aquarius. There's so many different factors into how it affects us differently. So just have faith, because I think it's going to be really, really good. So, and hopefully I'll see you guys more often. I plan on doing more videos. I have a lot coming. I have a lot of ideas and a lot of fun things in mind, and hopefully I can help you guys understand that this too shall pass, one of my favorite sayings, and things will get better. So you guys enjoy this, probably chilly for you too. It's chilly in Minnesota. Thursday day in December. Holy moly, December. You guys can do this. I'm excited to see what happens in all of your lives and how this great conjunction changes things for you. So, good luck.